Welcome to the SolidCAM University channel. This video's topic is machine options. Machine options are a series of basically macros or add-ons to the post-processor file. And those can be generated for you by the post team. Now, the machine options, you'll find them listed under the CAM part definitions. If we just double click on there, and at the very bottom, you can see your machine options. Now, with all modules of SolidCAM, and virtually all posts, you'll get these two machine options at minimum, the iWorkOffsetMethod and the iNumber of fixtures. So let's go through both of those very quickly. So to understand how you could use those, let me just show you the part that I've created here. So here's our basic demo part. I've created two operations, one on side 1 under Mac 1 position 1, just a simple profile, and one under side 2, again, just another simple profile. So those two options at minimum, like I said, are provided with every module of SolidCAM, virtually every post, and they have a very useful purpose. Let's start with the iNumber of fixtures. So let's say I wanted to do this first contour operation on multiple offsets. I'm doing production. So on this Haas machine, let's say we have all 4 offsets are assigned to 4 different vices on my work table, G54, G55, G56, and G57. Now, I've only programmed it for Mac 1 position 1, which defaults to G54, but I want to post out code for all 4 offsets at once. So I could actually use maybe the transform commands like you've seen in previous videos where I transform it, translate, or rotate, or whatever I need to do, or I can do it simply by going to double click on CAM part, iNumber of fixtures, and if I want to post out to all 4 of those offsets, I'll put a number 4 in here. So that number actually translates to the number of offsets I'd like to post it to. Like I said, on this Haas, I only have those 4 those 4 offsets. But if you have a machine that has multiple offsets, let's say you have P1 to P300, I can put a number in there as high as 300, meaning that I'll post out to all 300 offsets available in my controller. But here, I only have 4. So I'm just going to type in 4. Click the green check mark, and if I post out that single operation, we'll see that that single profile operation posts out to G54, G55, G56, and G57 in one G-code file. And again, you put in the number there that translates to the number of offsets that you'd like to post it out to. And again, that is called the iNumber of offsets. iNumber of fixtures, and you put a number there that translates to the number you'd like to post it out to. Now, let's talk about the iWorkOffsetMethod. This one's a little more involved in that you have to do just a single one more click, but it's essentially still something you need to think about yourself. So I have 2 options here, or 2 operations here, one on side 1, one on side 2, and as you know from using SolidCAM, Mac 1 translates to a G54, Mac 2 translates to a G55, or if you're on your different controller completely, it'll actually offset to the first offset and to the second offset and so forth. Now, say you want to offset to a completely, or post to a completely different offset. Let's say that first one I want to post out to G57 instead. Well, I can go to Mac 1, and by highlighting that, changing it to 57, click the green check mark. So Mac 1 position 1 is now called 57. What that means now is that when I use the iWorkOffsetMethod, turning it on, essentially turning it from 0 to 1, it's binary, meaning that 0 is off and 1 is on. So I'll turn it on by saying 1. Click the green check mark. So this operation in Mac 1 position 1 originally posted as G54. It'll now post as G57. Essentially, the name of the operation, the name of the position, now becomes the name of the offset. So it puts a G in front of it, becomes G57. Okay, so that could be useful if you've already used all the offsets on your machine, or you don't want to overwrite something that's already on your machine, and so forth. But let's say there are some customers out there that don't actually have multiple offsets. They can only work under G54, and they want all their operations, all their offsets to post out as G54. Well, again, we'll come over here. We'll change this to 54 and Mac 2. will also be 54. So they'll have the same offset. Click the green check mark. Let's G-code everything. So there's our G54. And the second operation doesn't even have the offset listed because it is still under G54. So that is one way to use the same offset for both operations, and you don't actually have to do anything with the post, no hard coding or anything like that. It's just the iWork offset method, and again, the iWork offset method is found under Machine Options, and it's just turning it on and turning it off. If you have any other questions on this or any other topics, you can always give us a call at 1-866-975-1115, extension 2. You can always submit a ticket at solidcamsupport.com with any questions or issues you may have, or stay tuned for the other videos on the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.